And how does it work for companies that maybe like want to adopt this, but perhaps have a less sophisticated recruitment system, so that once, you know, they take the blind CV in, but actually when it gets to arranging an interview, they then see the candidate's name, they see the candidate's email address, and then unconscious bias kicks in yet again. What would you suggest there?
Yeah, and you know, I think I think if anyone had the answer to that, we would really be trying. We wouldn't be in this position, right?
Okay, okay.
Because one size doesn't fit all.
Yeah.
And some of the experiences, or some of the ideas that I share in these circumstances is that's where it's so important to train your staff and your colleagues, and to provide them with the foundations and the introductions to diversity inclusion, purely so that they can also understand what their unconscious bias may be, what they may be doing in the process that isn't effective or efficient, and how these everyday scenarios can impact someone's future.
Okay.
Right, so training, yes, is really important. The second thing to that is if you have already signed off this CV as a potential interview, then you need to put it into your system and commit.
Right, right.
Right. So another way of doing that is tracking it by numbers. So each CV has its own kind of unique identifier. Once it's in the system and you've arranged an interview and you've kind of shared it with your hiring manager, then you can come up with what is the email address, what is the name, and what is the phone number. So it's really plugging into your system, because it's harder to go and delete stuff for most people than it is to plug it in. Yeah. And that's another way of doing it. And 3, it's really understanding, you know, the major KPIs that are going to be impacted when you bring in diverse talent. And if we are a business, and every business is wanting to make money, right? They want to stay afloat. So diverse talent, diverse candidates within your business, within your teams, can increase profits by a minimum of 17%, productivity by 23%, and increase a kind of happiness within your company by 85%. These are stats from Forbes, Harvard Business Review. These are kind of research that's already been conducted, that is there. And so if you are a hiring manager who has got to the point where you've found this great candidate, and then you've acknowledged that maybe they are from this minority ethnic background, that they're a minoritized group, that maybe you can't pronounce their name. Okay, but it doesn't mean you should stop. You should stop and not give them the opportunity. And I don't know if you all know, but LinkedIn has introduced this great feature on their profiles where you yourself can record how your name is pronounced.
Yes.
And then at the top of your summary and your profile.